This is a story of Tamriel. Here in Leowyn, we go to meet our heroine. She is unassuming in nature, but do not mind that, for you see, this Argonian is the heroine of the story. She was unassuming by nature, coming from the Black Marsh. She didn't really know what she was doing here, other than the fact she was ousted from the Black Marsh for her weird intricacies. She liked to borrow stuff and forget about it and never return what she borrowed. She never really asked to borrow stuff either. So, coming here, she really just tried to find herself a new lease on life. But for now, she really didn't know about Leowyn and wanted to find someone who would answer her question for her. However, most of the beings around here are not very nice. So she was looking around to find anyone who might be able to help her. Finding a guard, she finally decides to go talk to him, and maybe he could help.
Hello. Stop! You violated the law. Since you lack the funds to pay the court, you must now serve out your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
What did she do? She just got here. She didn't do anything wrong.
Hope you rot, criminal scum.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
She woke up into this weird world. The prison cell. What did she do? Why was she here? She did nothing wrong.
Hey, lizard, it must break your heart, huh? Being so close to the water, knowing you'll never get to swim again. You know, sometimes when they let us in the yard, you can hear the sounds from the lake, the boats, the gulls, so close. No, you'll never get to swim again, Argonian. But don't worry, you'll be dead soon enough. That's right, you're going to die in here. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
What a jerk, she thought.
My sons, they're dead, aren't they?
We don't know that, sire. The messenger only said they were attacked.
No, they're dead. I know it.
My job right now is to get you to safety.
I know this place. The prison?
What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
You, prisoner, stand aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way. Stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You. I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength. Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell. Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for. I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way. You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Please, sire, we must keep moving. Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
Looks like
Don't
this is your
try.
lucky day.
I'm watching.
Stay out of our way.
What a racist jerk, she thought. She did nothing wrong, and yet he didn't even acknowledge the fact that she did nothing wrong and was thrown in jail for no reason. Well, she thought, at least she's getting out of jail, so
Keep quiet and stay out of the way.
that's always good for her, she thought. So down into the pits below the cell prison she goes.
Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
The sound of enemies coming to attack scares her, and she hides in the corner, fearful for her life, not wanting to get involved in anything she doesn't have to.
Are you all right, sire? We're clear for now.
Captain Reno?
She's dead. Sorry, sire, but we have to keep moving.
There's trouble ahead.
Seeing how they already took out one of these blades, she was glad she didn't do anything.
Don't worry, sire. We will get you out.
Taking the swords from the blade before they saw her,
I'll take point. Let's move.
she goes forth to her own path
Don't try to follow us.
to get out of this dungeon. The sound of the rats scare her, and she pulls out her sword to attack. Finding that she has the ability very easily to slice through these things, she goes to a skeleton where she sees a bow and some arrows. Taking them, she heads forth to continue through the dungeon. Finding that she didn't really want to look for a key, she uses some of her skills that she learned when she was younger to go through a door without a key. She moves forward, not really caring where she's going, as long as it was out of the dungeon. slicing through all the rats that appear before her. She swings wildly as someone who is not really skilled in the blade, but it seems to do her just fine. Seeing another rat, she decides to try and sneak up on it rather than have it attack her and risk her getting hurt and diseased. She knew this was slower, but she wanted to be careful. With a quick slice, she gets rid of it. Feeling that the sneak attack did no extra damage, she wasn't too worried, but it was still better than nothing. Getting rid of all these rats, she thought, would be a good thing to do so that they didn't follow her as she went forward. Even though this one really didn't pay attention to her until she came over to attack it. Well, without a chance to actually do any sneaking, she decides to go forward and just slice through everything. After all, that's what a sword is for, right? Still surprisingly, that one didn't even pay attention to her until she got closer. How strange, she thought. And she realized this is why you pay attention after getting bit several times by the large rodents. She finds herself heading into a dugout caverns of some kind where these rats are still around, but not quite in the numbers as they were. Heading through the door, she finds that she does have one ability that she will probably be using. The goblin does not notice her, she thought. It would be a good chance to... Well, never mind, she thought. Might as well kill this thing. She never was good at sneaking around. That doesn't mean she didn't like to try. Seeing the obvious trap, she hoped to lure this thing in so it would kill her, but to no avail. And so forward she went. Finding herself in front of a log, she just walks over. And with an accidental bump, she finds that she inadvertently killed one of the two goblins down below. Going through their belongings, she finds herself with several lockpicks, more arrows that she hasn't been using, and in general more stuff for her to carry along that she could sell. Sneaking forward, she tries to lure these things out so she could get through without fighting as much as possible. But it didn't look like she did a good job. But at least they're all occupied by the rats. That seems to be something they're all caring about right now. Except for this one. As she saw running at him. With all the rats dead, she finds that she can probably sneak up on the one with the magic and take him out so that she doesn't have to deal with him. With slow, steady steps, she moves forward. Pondering what has led up to her life like this. She realizes that the only way to survive is to kill, and the only way to kill is with the blade. So holding the blade steady, she goes forward and attacks, easily wiping out the goblin, magician, sorcerer thing, she thought. Heading into the next area of these dungeons, she finds that a hole leading back into the original underground ruins that she was traveling in with the guards. Taking out her bow, she gets ready to, just in case anything pops up. But it seems the guards have it all handy, all taken care of.
She might be working with the assassins.
No, she is not one of them. She can help us. She must help us. They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand. I've served
Well, besides the
the Nine in
pineapple
my days,
incident.
and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder, which sign marked your birth? The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come. Your stars are not mine. Today the thief shall guide your steps on the road to destiny. My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied. No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall. I go to my grave, a tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while, then we must part.
Wow, that's
You
some
may as
pretty
well make
heavy
yourself
stuff,
useful.
she
Here,
thought.
Carry this torch and stick close. My job.
She thought about
My
it
job is to make sure the Emperor gets out of here alive, and I
and
intend
asked
to
the
do it.
guard to repeat himself.
We're the Emperor's bodyguards. Our job is to get him out of situations like this. Although I admit, things are not going according to plan. Stick close. Let us do our job. You'll be all right.
She takes out the torch and wields it to give them at least a little bit of light. She didn't really feel like fighting, but they're escorting her out, so what the hell.
Protect the Emperor!
Talos preserve us.
Those things aren't so bad, she thought. She killed one herself.
You protect
That
the
Captain
Emperor!
Reynolds really sucked at her job.
The Emperor's in danger! My blood for the Empire!
For the Emperor!
She watched as the blades went through and killed all the assassins who seemed to go after the Emperor. Why they went after the Emperor? She really had no idea why. Well, have fun with that, she said. She didn't really want to get into anywhere that's not safe.
We're almost through to the sewers.
With him leading her forward, telling her to go forward, she moves forward, looking around to see if there's any danger ahead.
Damn it! The gate is barred from the other side. A trap!
What about that side passage back there?
We're the dry. Let's go.
She was already making her way, hearing that it was barred, but she figured she might as well stop and let the two bodyguards lead the way.
It's a dead end. What's your call, sir?
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life.
For the Emperor!
She realized that if she didn't, she'd probably be killed anyway, so
I can go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the Amulet of Kings. Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
not really thinking about it. She looks around a bit until she sees that the Emperor is dead. Well, she failed that job. And she finds that the
Talos,
Emperor is dead.
we failed. I failed. The Blades are sworn to protect the Emperor, and now he and all his heirs are dead. The amulet. Where's the Amulet of Kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body. Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septim. They see more than lesser men. The Amulet of Kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why? Joffrey? He said that? Why? Nothing I ever heard about. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral. First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door into the sewers. There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced acrobat. Am I right? I thought so. A few rats and goblins won't give you any trouble. You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances, but proceed to Waynon Priory immediately. Got it? Good. The Emperor's trust was well placed. I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body, and make sure no one follows you. You'd better get moving. May Talos guide you. By the way, thanks for recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll see that it is given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
She wasn't really an acrobat, but you know, she didn't really want to argue. As she was walking forward, these notes just kept appearing in front of her head. Like something in her mind just kept telling her to do these things. But she didn't really want to do them right now. What she wanted to do is get out of this dungeon. And it kept happening. She was really getting tired of having these keys mysteriously appear in her inventory. And all these notes appear before her. Because she really was not interested in these things at the moment. And there is a rat to kill. Easily enough done. 2 goblins. This should be easy enough to take care of if she just sneaks up just right. With the darkness, it really does help to conceal her so that she can sneak up and easily dispatch them. And with killing one right where he could see, she wasn't too bothered. So heading out, she tries to find her way through, knowing that she can't be far off from the escape. Following the only path forward, she finds herself at a door and moves through it to get out of the sewers. Maybe find a hot bath later. And with that, we will see you next time in Chapter 2.